What's up, cultists? We're back.
What's up?
And
We're
John
back.
still needs glasses.
What's up? We're back. We're talking about sciencey shit we know nothing about.
That we're probably completely wrong about, but we can still talk about it. Well, what am I supposed to do? What are you doing? Stop running in the street, blacko.
Black.
That. I love doing that. One thing that God. Is X is always jump in Rockstar games, and I'm like, that's supposed to be the reload button, because I'm so used to the Rudy Tooty point and shooty.
To me, I don't think I could ever get into Red Dead, the first game at least, because it's like when we were talking about Dark Souls, where I was like, I'm just going to wait for Dark Souls 4. Because it's like, to me, I'm not into the series enough that I would actually want to go back and replay the old stuff. Like, sometimes.
So you're gonna wait till they've like really refined it then?
Yeah, it's like.
Well, then you should get Dark Souls 3, because that's like, because basically Dark Souls 3 is that's the last one with the director. He's left now. He's working on his own things. So it's Bandai Namco is basically just gonna be making like clones with the Dark Souls name on it.
Who?
What?
Like, oh, okay, never mind.
Bandai?
Bandai Namco, the people that do make action figures.
No, I was talking about the zombie. Like, why aren't they dressed up? But it's old.
Some of them are. They got like prairie dress on.
Little prairie
That's
dress.
their everyday clothes.
Oh, right, dressed up like in funeral. Get the fuck out of my face.
Attire.
Oh.
Like, the one was like a carpenter, and you could tell
How do you
by
know he's a
like
carpenter?
his belt.
His belt.
You
Yeah.
know, sandbox. What do you think about sandbox games generally as like a?
Oh, I love sandbox games. Because it's like, you could play the same level over and over again, but it won't ever go the same way. That's why, oh god.
Oh.
You probably never, but like Halo 3 and like the Bungie series Halo games are actually like,
Dude,
That's
they're
the
sandbox levels.
Fat Zombie. You know those are always harder.
He's real hard. His erection is the biggest. I love how they stop moving while you burn the coffin. They're like, yeah, let me
Gotta
Stop
go on,
real
give me a
quick.
second pause.
Get the fuck out of my face. All I remember, I don't think that there are any more. Ow, stop. I think that the fat zombies just charge at you. Or like
With
they
one
do like
stamina.
they like do this ramming attack.
To me, like sandbox games are like, I guess, more specifically like open world games.
Oh yeah,
Are starting to piss me off.
really?
Yeah, 'cause like
I don't think that they fill them with enough anymore. Like they need to.
it's honestly for the sake of being able to call like themselves open world.
Yeah.
Because like it seems like gamers want open world and a lot of choices.
They're like, we want freedom,
But-
we want choices.
But the problem is
That
not
doesn't
a
even
lot
make
of
a good game anymore.
Well, no, the problem is not a lot of studios are equipped to actually give you a real open world with a lot of choices. There are very few games that can actually do it well. Like Watch Dogs, for example, technically open world, but notoriously shit open world because there's hardly anything to do and all the missions are like clones of each other. And like,
Oh
it
my god.
seems more of like a tacked on selling point for a lot of titles. Oh, that was good. That was a good animation right there.
That was pretty good.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like, I don't know. There's GTA is like the first. GTA 5 is the first one where you could like really interact a lot with the world, sort of, and like the whole. I didn't realize how. Jeez, stop. Let me just set this on fire real quick. Hey. Yeah, there we go. There we go. No, he's on fire.
Oh, nice.
He's not happy. Oh, I did. I cleared the. That's right. I forgot.
Black
You
water.
clear the. You have to go around clearing a lot of graveyards sometimes.
It was cleansed.
But fucking.
You cleaned up crime.
I
Good
didn't
job.
realize how in depth like the economic system in GTA 5 was. like you can accrue like billions of dollars. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know how. Like you have to like invest in whatever, in trade stocks or something like that. Like I didn't think that it was so detailed. And you can like own properties and invest in businesses and whatever.
At any point in Grand Theft Auto 5, did you feel like there was like too much stuff? Like you were just
Well, that's
like,
pretty much why I haven't played it. Period. Is because I'm like I wanna like finish a GTA game,
hmm
but that one's just like there's too much here. Actually, this is too much.
It's kind of like overwhelming.
Oh yeah, the town's under attack and I have to save them. And you get some pretty cool guns in this game.
There's very few titles that do it well, like Grand Theft Auto's one. I think Fallout does it pretty well.
I have been disappointed with the Fallout games, especially Fallout 4, because it's like the whole point of like bringing that game to like a next gen console is so that pretty much because it's more powerful, so you can put more things in it. Even like kill yourself. Like I understood with New Vegas and Fallout 3, it's because they wanted to make it like the same across all platforms. So there wasn't, and it's like a barren wasteland.
Mhm.
But that was fun, but it's like they could have packed a lot more into Fallout 4 than they did, really. I mean, like, Halo 5 is like 60 gigs,
hmm
and Fallout 4 was like maybe like half of that. Maybe 40.
Yeah.
Maybe 40, and I'm just like, why? This should be the exact opposite.
I think they were apprehensive about what the consoles could handle. I felt like they should have either catered more towards PC or like at least the PC version should have been more catered towards
Yeah,
PC.
at least they should have at
'Cause
least yeah.
When it came out and stuff, the textures were like shit. And that was like one of the, like a big problem because it looked like shit. Their textures were low quality.
Mhm.
When you would go up close to textures, it would look like, say, like textures in this game. Look, it was shit. And the reason they did that is because, like, or I guess how I understand it is, they didn't want it too big for like consoles, so it was sort of like, I guess, laziness in a way to make it standardized, so they could just like
Yeah.
copy and paste almost. But yeah. I don't know, it's big though, and there are a lot of choices. Fallout 4 felt like more restricted. I'd say like Fallout 3 was probably the best.
It's a lot. It's more open ended, but Fallout 4 is kind of linear in a way.
Yeah.
Like one of the big complaints about Fallout 4 was like dialogue was that there wasn't. Like you pretty much all of the things were either like the range of like verbal options pretty much was like paragon to mildly sarcastic or snarky. You couldn't actually like be a bad guy really that much. So that's what I don't know. But they with the Far Harbor expansion, they like rectified that essentially, and with that update, they like realized how like what the consoles could do, and they like pretty much like raised the resolution of all the textures, which was nice. Like I went back and played it the other day, and it looks like noticeably nicer. Actually, I don't have a sniper rifle. What the fuck? Oh, I got more pistol ammo. Oh, okay. It wasn't done telling me what I. Okay. The aiming sensitivity in this is like very slow.
I like how you have to be careful of town safety when in fact like everyone in the town is zombies. Like this town should just be abandoned by now. Just give up.
There we go. I did it. Okay. And so, why wasn't that the goal from the beginning? Is just clear it out. Come here. Come here. There's one where you could do with the torch where you just like you bop them on the head and they die. Here, let's give it to this one.
Nope.
Let's bop him. Let's bop his balloon. Bop his balloonie real quick. He's on fire. I want him to catch that one on fire. Just boop. Just fall down eventually. But yeah, I told G that Fallout 4 was disappointing, and he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, it was pretty like kind of like lazy and not ambitious at all."
Like, it was. I don't think you could ever call it bad because I mean it's a AAA title.
There's clearly money put into it.
Yeah.
There's clearly
it's
money
a big
put into
game
it.
And you're not gonna waste your time buying it. Like,
Yeah.
it's worth your money. It's just it didn't live up to the hype is the problem because there was so much hype surrounding it.
Well, because it was really nice to see like a mainline Bethesda game after so long.
Yeah.
Like they had Wolfenstein, they had Doom. No, Doom came out a couple
Well,
years.
it's funny because like it felt like it had been so long, but when we got it, it's like I kind of wish you would have spent more time on it.
Yeah. No, I remember like when the like the teaser trailer dropped, and one of my friends who's like he's like really not into video games at all. He's like, dude, you have to see this. Fallout 4 is coming out, and I was like, really? I thought it was a Star Wars trailer. I was like, what? It was cool though. I wish that they had when I saw the teaser trailer and I saw like the whole what's the fucking Diamond City. I wish that they sort of had more like like New Vegas, like a neon city sort of thing.
Diamond
I wish
City
that they had add that.
Diamond City was really disappointing.
Yeah. I was like, oh, it's Diamond City because it's just a baseball field.
Yeah. Like,
this is stupid.
It was like the size of Megaton, and that was supposed to be like the main city, the size of Megaton, really?
Yeah. Like, fucking, what is it? The one in New Vegas. Like, the Strip actually feels like a big place.
Yeah.
With, like, multiple districts and whatever. Search for
like,
survivors.
the Strip was big itself, and then you also had, like, the areas around
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
you know?
And you had the different casinos. But next time we'll talk more about disappointing Bethesda games.
Whoa. You mean all of them?